Welcome back for another episode of Make It Your Own, a program about do-it-yourself projects. On today's program, we will have Kathy Moyne from Green Thumb Nursery. She will be showing Lisa Hart and I how to make beautiful succulent planters. So stay tuned and we'll be right back for a sit-down interview with Kathy. Welcome back. With me now is Kathy Moyne, the Senior Sales Associate at Green Thumb Nursery. Thank you, Kathy, for being here today. I really appreciate it. So tell us a little bit about Green Thumb Nursery for those of us that don't know what you guys do over there.
Well, Green Thumb Nursery is a full service nursery. We have everything from patio furniture to soils, of course the plants. We have over 3 acres worth of plants. We have a greenhouse that hosts house plants.
Wow.
Of course we have all the fertilizers and the insecticides, herbicides, any kind of sides you might need to take care of all the needs of your garden. And then we have a very well-trained staff. Most of us have been there over 10 years.
Wow.
Some of us 20-some years.
Yeah.
We've been servicing the community since 1965. So we've been around even before like El Toro was even a major road. I mean, my grandfather used to hunt deer down at the end when we were here. So
oh, wow.
Green Thumb's been around a while,
Yeah, that's wonderful. And I know that you're the Senior Sales Associate for the outdoor nursery.
Correct.
But you're also an advanced CCN Pro. Okay.
Right.
What does that entail?
That means California Certified Nursery Person or Nurseryman. It's a program that the state offers, and you take a test to become certified originally. I had to do over 250 plants, be able to spell their Latin names, know their common names, have to be able to do a landscape design, and then also know the fertilizers, the pesticides, this and that. It's a pretty intensive test. Takes about 4 hours to take the test.
Oh my goodness.
And then from there, I could do the advanced things. So I did advanced sales techniques, pest, weeds, and diseases, irrigation, and I just passed the rose certification. So I know all there is to know about roses now.
Wow,
so,
that's wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
So it sounds like you're pretty into what you do and you're pretty excited and you're really passionate about Green Thumb Nursery and what you guys offer there.
Yeah.
So how long have you been there?
I've been there over 20-some years.
Wow.
I started when I was 12. No, just kidding.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So if people wanted to go into Green Thumb Nursery and get advice on planting and gardening, is that something that they're able to do?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. We have quite a few certified nurserymen on staff. So we have the outdoor sales nursery. We have the people where you can go there and ask about the plants. And then we also have a service desk inside where the pesticides and fertilizers, things like that are at. So, and then just about anybody, even our cashiers have been there for a while. So a lot of them even know the ins and outs of the plants and the soils and things like that, yeah.
Wow, and I know that you also do Coffee with Kathy. Can you tell me a little bit about Coffee with Kathy and how people can sign up for it or view it?
Okay, we've been doing a once-a-month class where you come to Green Thumb, and March was my last class. We had over 90 people show up.
Oh
so
my goodness,
yeah,
that's
that was a
big
lot
group.
of fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Because we're so busy in the spring right now, we've kind of waylaid that until probably September. We'll start that up again. And we do different topics. The last one I had was a person from Down to Earth Fertilizers, and I interviewed him. I sat there, we sat there together, and I had my coffee, and we interviewed him and talked about their products. And So the one in September, I'm hoping to have the guy from Malibu Compost, Randy. They're a really great company, and I enjoy talking about them and selling their products too, because I believe in what they believe in, and they're very organic lined and things like that. So they're exciting to talk about. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. We'll definitely want to hear more about it once September comes around.
Yeah.
So what are the hours at the Green Thumb Nursery?
We're Monday through, well, every day 8 to 6, and Friday and Saturday we stay up until 6:30 to accommodate the people who are going to be off for the weekend and ready to go do some gardening on the weekend.
I see. Here you guys are.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. So with that sign, it's pretty easy to find you.
Yeah. It's been up for a long time.
Wow, that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Kathy, for coming in. And stay tuned, because we will be right back for the hands-on portion of this program.
Hi, I'm Brian Rott, President and CEO of Cartmart here in Laguna Woods. My family's been in the golf cart business since 1959, and we win our customers over with the simple belief of we treat you right. We are proud to be the authorized dealer for Club Cart here in Orange County and your go-to source for the sales and service to other major brands. We're conveniently located on El Toro Road, just minutes from Laguna Woods. So come by and see for yourself, while when doing business with Cartmart, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
Hi, it's Desiree from Irvine Subaru, where families come first. As a family-ran dealership, your family's safety is our #1 priority. Come in and find the perfect Subaru from the largest selection of Subarus in Orange County. All models are top safety picks by the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety. We offer the ideal balance of safety, performance, and economy. Irvine Subaru, more Subarus, more safety, more performance, more love.
We are back with Kathy Moyne and Lisa Hart. Many of you might already know her because she's a star here at the station. So Kathy, we're really excited that we're doing this project. So we're making succulent planters. So how do we get it started?
Well, first of all, you want to get a container that has a drain hole in the bottom. That's very important for succulents. They need to be able to dry out between waterings. If they stay too wet, that rots them out.
Okay.
Succulents are pretty hardy, so they're very foolproof in a way, except for us who like to overwater. That could be a problem.
Yeah, and that's what I've heard. It's really difficult for me to keep plants alive. I don't have a green thumb, and I've always heard that succulents are pretty easy to take care of, but for some reason, I can't take care of succulents either. So what are the tips that you have for someone that wants to care for a succulent?
Succulents are kind of those things that you neglect. They would rather be kind of off in a corner somewhere, just looked at and forgotten about. But about once a week, you want to give them a soak if they're outside. There are a few varieties that will be okay inside, like the Haworthia. This one here is really hardy
pretty.
For inside, indoors. So, and then you need to have them put them in a bright location. They can take a full sun, but believe it or not, some succulents really don't like to be in a hot sun. They'll actually do better in a cooler, or indoor situation. The key thing is the good drainage, which is why we use a cactus mix when we plant them. It has a lot of soil and sand and pumice in that to help it drain. And then soak them well and let them dry out between waterings. Again, if it's hot outside, maybe in the summertime when it's 100 and something, you might have to water them every 5 days. But mostly we're looking at 7 to 10 days if you really give them a good drink. And don't be afraid to give them a good drink. I mean, some people are like, oh, I'm afraid to water them, so they just give them a little bit. They do want a good drink when you water them. That's not the problem. It's when they're not allowed to dry out between those nice deep drinks that you have the problem. So you could put, like in this, you could put a gallon's worth of water in there. As long as it drains and you don't let it dry out again before you water it, then you shouldn't have a problem with overwatering.
Okay, wonderful.
I thought I read somewhere that if you got water on some of those leaves of a succulent that you should water it from more of the base. Is that right?
There are a few of them. There's some of the lithops would rather be watered from underneath. Most of them you can go ahead and water on top, and sometimes like the aeoniums and echeverrias, which have a lot of tight leaves.
Yeah.
It's almost better to get in there and kind of give them a little blast to get the bugs and dirt and junk out of there, because if the bugs collect or the dirt collects in the cracks and crevices, that actually harbors insects. So you get like mealy bugs and spider mites, things like that. So what I'll do when I'm watering is I'll give them a good blast. And now if it's something delicate like this, obviously you're not going to. If they have fuzzy leaves, that's another indication that you would not want to get water on the leaves.
Wow.
So there are a few succulents that have fuzzy leaves. So if it's got fuzz, don't get water on the leaves.
Yep. Gotcha. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's our first step?
Well, first of all, because we have a hole in the bottom of the pot, we're going to put something over that hole to keep the soil in and the bugs out. So we usually just a little screen, fiberglass screening. That's all this is, window screening. You can get it from any hardware store. We sell it at Green Thumb. And we're going to put that over the hole. Did you want to do that? Okay, just right over the hole. It's real simple. Just lay it on the bottom, okay? And then we're going to take our cactus mix, and we're brand new bag, so we're going to open that up.
So it has to be, for succulents, you have to use a special type of dirt. So it has to be succulent.
Cactus mix. Now, before we put that in there, what we're going to do is the goal is, you can see the root ball here. This is the top of the root ball here, and that's where your soil level is going to be in your new pot. So because this is deeper than our root ball, we're going to put a little bit of soil in there to make up the difference. And we want to, when it's set down in here, we want it to be about an inch below the rim of the pot, and that way that'll allow for you to put some water in there, because if you put it too high, the water just flows over the edge, then you have a mess and they don't get the water that they need. So we're going to put about a handful of handful of soil in there. Yeah, maybe a little more.
Of course, let me do the soil so I get my hands dirty.
This is where you get your hands dirty, folks.
Is that good or more?
We can firm that down a little bit more.
All right.
Now we can always push it aside if it's not enough. Okay, and then I'm going to let you go ahead and set that in the center. Now this one is going to be our centerpiece.
Okay. And what's this one called?
This is called a Haworthia.
Oh, it's very pretty.
Yeah. Okay, so we want that, that looks good. All right, so now these other ones, what we're going to do is we're going to fill them in around the edge, and these both will trail. This is a sedum, and this is also sedum. This is called Little Missy.
Oh, that one's very pretty.
And this is Dicyphilum. Say that 3 times fast. And what we're going to do, what's nice about succulents is you can actually kind of rip them apart and be kind of crazy with them. You can take little pieces off of them, you take them off, you let them heal. We call it heal. You just basically are letting it heal over, or scar over, so it's not like juicy when it's going into the soil. So I'll show you that technique with this one here. But right now we're going to get the ones that are going to spill over the edge.
Okay.
And we're going to pull this out. And we're going to rip it in half.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. I know.
Now it's already kind of curved on the side, so we're just going to tuck that into one side. You can tuck it on this side. There you go. Perfect.
Nice.
Perfect. And then we're going to tuck the other one on the other side, so it kind of gives it a little symmetry. Hold that up for you. Perfect.
Cute.
All right, and then we're going to do the same thing with Little Miss. Now you've seen it done, I'm going to let you do it completely. Just try to pull it apart right in the middle. There you go. Perfect. Just gently pull them apart.
Don't start breaking it.
There we go.
There we go.
And then we'll put that on that side. Just shove it down in there. There we go. And then again on the other side.
They all have their own soil, pretty much, so you
Yep.
don't necessarily need to do anything else,
No,
right?
exactly.
Oh, that's good.
So now sometimes if your bowl is bigger and there are some little crevices down in here, we'll put a little more soil down in there just to kind of fill up those little holes. There you go, kind of tough it down in there.
Yeah, this soil's got
Perfect.
rocks in it.
Yeah.
There we go, right there. Perfect.
Okay.
And then one more on this side here. Okay, perfect. All right, now if we had a hose in here, this would be the time that we would go ahead and water this in, kind of get the soil to settle down and wash a little of the soil off the center of the plant here.
Yep.
But they didn't let me bring a hose in, so
Sorry.
we're going to leave that. Now wait a minute, we're not done yet. We're going to throw these little guys in these little cracks and holes here.
Okay.
So we're just going to poke our finger down in there where we put the thing. Now these here, we're going to just pull apart,
Oh,
and we're going
okay.
to shove them down in the hole. So just shove it down in there, and you can do it pretty deep. As you can see, there's little roots. Even on the stems, you can see there's little roots on the stems.
Yep.
If you were to break this off here and let it heal, you can shove this down into the soil and it'll root and go. That's what's so cool about succulents.
Yeah.
How long do you need to let them heal for?
Couple hours. I mean,
Okay.
you just don't want them to be raw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to shove this one down in that hole right there, and that one can go down as deep too.
Side too. That's a good idea.
And we could kind of push that down a little bit. Okay.
Wow.
Now,
That looks great.
we're going to put some fertilizer in here, and the one I like to use, this one is called Osmocote.
Oh, very
And it
nice.
is a slow release fertilizer. You use it twice a year, spring and fall. That's what I like it, because I don't have enough time to be mixing stuff and pouring it in every 2 weeks.
Yep.
So you just take a few of the little BBs in your hand, and you get that out there.
That's it?
No, you need about a tablespoon.
Oh, okay.
And then we're just going to kind of sprinkle it around the edge, kind of like you're salting and peppering your food.
Ah.
There you go.
Oh, God. Too many of them are flying everywhere.
No, that's okay.
They are.
Can you put too much
Definitely
fertilizer in it?
You can put too much fertilizer. That's why I like this, is because it's a controlled release fertilizer. So when you water, it releases a little bit at a time. So it's not going to cause like a surge growth like some of them will. I'm not going to mention names. Some of the fertilizers will cause it to really grow crazy, and a lot of times what that does is it makes the plant kind of on the weak side, and it also rings the dinner bell for bugs, because they see that nice new tender growth and they're like, oh yeah, go get it. So that's why I like to use kind of the slower release controlled things. Now if we were doing vegetables or something like that, then I'd be using an organic fertilizer,
I
like
see.
a granular fertilizer that's going to last a little bit longer. Again, people don't have a lot of time to be hanging in the yard anymore because we're so busy doing so much. And so it's much, for me, I like the things that are kind of slow release and will last a little bit longer. Plus it's healthier for the plant.
Right.
So now, so as you can see, we've finished our
Very
little thing.
nice.
Now again, what's nice about this is we'll give it a nice deep soaking, and we won't need to mess with it again for another week.
Yeah.
You know, we just enjoy it.
So water it about once a week?
About once a week, yeah. Soak it
Turn
well,
it
like I
this way,
said.
we can actually see inside.
Don't be
the-
afraid to give
Very
it a good
nice.
amount of water when you water
This
it.
actually is a
Wow.
hanging thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
this will hang.
So this one you can hang it outside.
Yep. Or you could hang it inside.
Yeah, very nice.
Got it?
Here, look how cute that is.
There.
That's adorable.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Super cute.
Beautiful.
All right, whoops. Make sure it doesn't fall apart. There you go.
Yeah, that was fun. Thank you so much, Kathy. I
welcome.
really appreciate it. We had a great time doing
Yeah,
this. So I
good
hope
students.
that I hope that people at home can stop by and
Definitely.
try to make one of these, and hopefully we can keep this plant alive.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
yes.
we also will do, if people want to bring in their containers, or if they want to come and pick out a container and some plants, we'll plant them up for you as well. We have that service as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Good to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, yeah.
Wonderful. Alrighty, well, thank you so much, Kathy. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Adapt to It believes that you should be able to do the activities at home that are important to you. Being safe and independent in bathing and mobility will make you feel happy and self-sufficient. Let the professionals at Adapt to It assist you to choose the perfect items to help you live the beautiful life you deserve. Adapt to It delivers, bills Medicare, and many of our products are made here in the USA. When you can't change it, adapt to it.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure for those coping with Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
So since it's springtime and we have an expert here, we're going to go ahead and ask her for some spring tips that people could do in their gardens.
Okay. Well, right now, if you haven't fertilized, you may want to start putting some fertilizer down. So we have a lot of good fertilizers that you could use for that. And then, of course, we've got all our summer veggies now. We've got our tomatoes and cucumbers and peppers, and we have the crazy hot peppers for those of you who can't stand but just having it so stinking hot that it burns your tongue off if you look at it crossways.
We have a few of those
Yeah,
here.
we do.
Yes. So we have the real hot peppers right now. We also feature a pond. We have a water garden section there, and that's one of my babies that I take care of. So for those of you who've got just like a little pot that you'd like to put a lily or something in, we have that available. We have like fish and bullfrog tadpoles, and a lot of fun stuff like that. And then of course the roses are in right now, and they're beautiful. When we first got them in the spring here, they were all blooming at the same time, and it was just, you just walk down through there and you could just smell all the nice fragrance of the roses. And of course we've got citrus, and they're flowering right now, so you got that smell. Lots of good smells in the nursery, a good aromatherapy going on there. And then of course we've just got a lot of everything's flowering right now. The bedding plants are in now, so you've got your summer bedding plants, marigolds and petunias and cosmos, and
Are peonies a spring flower, or are they more of a summer?
Well, peonies actually they grow in cooler areas. Now we do have a peony that Monrovia provides that is for our area, but it's not the same. It's not that nice big full lush fragrant peony thing. You have to be in the cold for that. But the ones we do have are pretty close, and for those of you, like I grew up in Colorado, so I grew up with peonies. So it was kind of like, okay, well I got to have some kind of peony, and I do have one, and they are pretty, but not the same. But they are a peony, so you could actually say, I've got a peony.
Now, what about orchids? Are there any particular spring orchids?
Actually, well, we carry the Phalaenopsis, which are the ones with the big, they look like cow tongue kind of leaves, and then they come up and look like butterflies. We have those year round. The winter ones we have more are the Cymbidiums, and those have already kind of done their thing. So we don't really have those. And then she'll get some different varieties that are in season. Whenever they're flowering, we'll get those in. So, yeah, but we always have the Phalaenopsis,
Well, thank you so much, Kathy, for coming in and giving us all the advice that we need for garden care, especially succulents, which hopefully now, after I talk to you, I have a green thumb for. So we really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. And you can always, if you forget something, you can always call me up, or you can come down and talk to me.
I'll be calling you. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to visit Green Thumb Nursery of Lake Forest over off of Bridger, and we'll be right back.
Diane's Hallmark is a family-owned Gold Crown store that is much more than just a card store. Our women's department has apparel, accessories, and jewelry featuring Vera Bradley and Bagalini handbags. Our religious department carries many different Christian books and Bibles, plus a great selection of Christian gifts. Of course, we have a large selection of cards and gift wrap as well. Come in and experience our personalized service. You may know AgeWell for delivering life-saving Meals on Wheels to homebound seniors, but did you know they keep seniors active and engaged at 10 modern centers? Serve nutritious congregate meals amid friendly surroundings, transport seniors safely to and from appointments, and provide much-needed equipment and other essential services. Now, this vital nonprofit organization needs your support to sustain its mission. This is AgeWell Senior Services. Won't you make it yours?
Thank you for tuning in for another fun and creative episode of Make It Your Own. Don't forget to stop by Green Thumb Nursery of Lake Forest. We'll see you next time.